The pandemic has been depriving children around the world access to education. In Rwanda, the economic fallout is even forcing some schools to close down. NHK World's Yotsumoto Jun has the story of one facility in the African country that's struggling to survive in an effort by people in Japan to make sure that it does.
Fukushima residents Yoshinari Hirohaku and Marie Louise Toari have a bond that's rooted in helping others. They became good friends after volunteering with evacuees from the 2011 triple disaster. So when she came to him asking to lend a hand, he knew it was serious. 2 decades ago, Toari founded this elementary school in her native Rwanda, with financial help from people across Japan. Her goal is to use education to avoid conflict. She came up with the idea after surviving a horrific chapter in history, the Rwandan genocide, which killed more than 800,000 people and led her to flee to Japan.
I wanted to have a school where we can find even children from poor families, those we used to call street children, who get the opportunity to get an education and they could dream about their future.
In March, Toari flew to Kigali to celebrate the school's 20th anniversary. Then the government ordered a national lockdown that lasted months. That meant students were missing class, as well as school lunches, which for many are crucial to stave off hunger. Some resorted to begging for food on the streets. Classes still haven't resumed for the younger grades. The pandemic has also left many parents unable to pay school fees. So, Toari turned to friends in her adopted country.
If the school doesn't survive, 220 children will not have somewhere to go.
In response, Yoshinari launched a social media campaign to solicit donations, organizing video conferences like this one.
お晩です。こんばんは。ルワンダからこのような形で皆さんとつながれるっていうのは本当に嬉しいです。
It's not about the school meals. The school's survival is now in danger. This is the first time I've received an SOS from Marie Louise.
One of the participating businesses is this local bakery. It donates part of the proceeds from one type of bread to help pay for school lunches, and it plans to step up production. Yoshinari uses the bread at the cafe he runs and collects donations for the school. He says Toari is more than deserving of their help.
She's been growing together with us in Fukushima, dedicating herself for the sake of people here. Now she is in trouble. We want to do everything we can to support her with all our might.
So far, Yoshinari's campaign has raised about $18,000 from across Japan and beyond. Some of the money has paid for antivirus measures mandated by the government, like this hand-washing station. But more is needed, so the fundraising continues.
ルイズ。はいはい。
本当に感謝の気持ちでいっぱいです。
お互い様だよね。お互い様。ね。すげえ。はい、ありがとう。泣くな。
Yoshinari says no matter how difficult the situation, there is always a reason for hope. He is determined to repay Toari for the bond she has been weaving between people in Rwanda and Japan. Yotsumoto Jun, NHK World.